My friend, there are moments in life when heaven speaks softly, yet the message carries the weight of destiny. Today, that message concerns your heart, your future, and the sacred covenant of marriage. Angels are whispering, you're about to marry this person, but before you step into that lifelong promise, there are things God needs you to know. Marriage is not merely a celebration, not simply a ceremony, not just a decision of the mind. It is a divine appointment crafted long before you ever felt the first pull of love. When heaven prepares two souls to walk together, the journey doesn't begin at the altar. It begins in the quiet corners of the heart, where God works, shapes, strengthens, and aligns. Perhaps you feel a shift inside you right now. Perhaps you sense a peace that doesn't make sense, or a certainty that rises above your fears. Maybe you see signs, doors opening, confirmations unfolding, or a strange clarity about a person who stands out from the rest. When God is the one writing your love story, confusion fades and purpose rises. But hear this, before God joins two people, He prepares them, He teaches them, He warns them, and He strengthens them, not because love is fragile, but because love is sacred. The angels aren't just telling you that marriage is coming. They're urging you to understand what heaven expects from you before you step into a covenant that lasts a lifetime. So open your heart today, lean in, listen closely, because heaven is revealing truths that will guide you, protect you, and prepare you for the blessing that's already on its way. Before God allows marriage to unfold, He first begins a quiet, invisible work within the heart. Many people think marriage starts when two people meet, fall in love, or decide they are ready. But heaven starts the process long before any of that. God prepares the soil of your heart so that when the right person arrives, you can love them with maturity, not insecurity, with purpose, not confusion, with devotion, not fear. This preparation is often subtle, shows up as a growing desire for stability, a longing for peace, a shift in priorities, or a deep restlessness with relationships that are not aligned with God's plan. These changes are not random. They are heaven's way of shaping you into someone who can sustain the blessing of marriage. Your future partner deserves the healthiest version of you, and God makes sure you are becoming just that. Sometimes this preparation feels uncomfortable. God may distance you from people who drain you, confuse you, or break you. He may expose hidden wounds you thought you were done with. He may slow down relationships that you wanted to rush into. When this happens, is not rejection, it is redirection. God is protecting you from entering a sacred covenant with a heart still carrying baggage from the past. Until the heart is healed, cannot truly give or receive the kind of love heaven intends. That is why God works deeply within you, teaching you forgiveness, restoring your confidence, and reminding you that your worth does not depend on who accepts or rejects you. He prepares you so that you don't bring old pain into a new promise. This preparation also strengthens your character. Marriage requires patience, understanding, sacrifice, and spiritual endurance. These qualities cannot be developed in a moment. They are formed through seasons. Sometimes God will walk you through challenges not to break you, but to build you. He teaches you how to communicate with love, how to remain calm in conflict, and how to put someone else's needs above your own without losing yourself. He teaches you emotional maturity so you can handle the responsibility of loving another soul. He teaches you spiritual maturity so your marriage becomes rooted not in weakness, but in faith. When you learn these truths before marriage, the relationship ahead of you becomes stronger because you are stronger. There are also moments when God brings clarity and conviction. He begins to whisper to your spirit, guiding you away from wrong choices and toward His chosen one. This is why some relationships suddenly lose their meaning, while others begin to stand out with unexpected peace. When God prepares your heart, He aligns your desires with His will. You begin to crave loyalty over excitement, depth over surface attraction, purpose over convenience. You start to feel a shift inside you that tells you something sacred is coming. This shift is God pulling you into alignment with the person He has prepared for you. And then comes the most beautiful part. God prepares you so that when the right person enters your life, you recognize them. Spirit will sense what your eyes cannot yet fully see. You will feel an unexplainable connection, a peace that silences fear, or a certainty that rises above your doubts. This happens because heaven has already shaped your heart to receive them. You are no longer searching aimlessly, no longer confused by counterfeits, no longer drawn to what destroys you. Your heart is aligned with heaven, ready for the love that is aligned with your destiny. This preparation is not a delay, it is a divine investment in your future. When God prepares your heart, He is preparing your marriage. He is making sure that when you meet the person you are meant to marry, the two of you will not collide in brokenness, but unite in purpose. He prepares you so that you don't just enter marriage, you thrive in it. When God prepares two people for marriage, He does not join them only for companionship or emotional comfort. He joins them because their destinies are connected in a way that serves a higher purpose. The person you are about to marry is not entering your life by coincidence. They are stepping into a divine assignment that has been written over both of you since the beginning. Every God-ordained relationship carries a mission. Some are meant to heal, some to build, some to guide, and some to advance the work of God in a unique way that neither person could accomplish alone. When heaven brings the right person, because their presence will unlock parts of your calling that have been dormant, waiting for the right partnership to awaken them. This is why the person God chooses for you will often reflect strengths that balance your weaknesses and weaknesses that call forth your strengths. Marriage is not about finding someone identical to you. It is about joining with someone who complements you in ways that allow God's purpose to flourish. Their faith may strengthen your doubts. Their courage may challenge your fears. Their patience may calm your storms. And their wisdom may redirect your path. In the same way, you will be used to uplift, inspire, and sharpen them as well. This mutual sharpening creates a bond that is spiritually powerful, capable of withstanding trials and fulfilling destiny. Heaven did not send you a partner just to hold your hand. Heaven is sending you someone who will help you walk out your calling. The divine assignment becomes clearer when you pay attention to the spiritual impact this person has on your life. The right person will not pull you away from God. They will pull you closer. They will not weaken your faith. They will strengthen it. They will not distract your spirit. They will align with it. When God chooses your spouse, Their presence becomes a bridge between your heart and God's plan. You begin to see life differently. You start thinking bigger, praying more deeply, and making decisions with more wisdom. Heaven uses this person to elevate your character, your faith, and your direction. They become an instrument through which God shapes you. Divine assignment also means that both of you will face spiritual battles together, not as individuals, but as a united front. A God-ordained marriage is a threat to darkness because it carries purpose. That is why the enemy often attacks relationships before they form or tries to plant doubts, distractions, or temptations. But when the person is truly sent by God, the bond between you grows stronger through these tests. You begin to see that your union is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Your prayers become more powerful, your vision becomes clearer, and your confidence in God's plan increases. A marriage built on divine assignment carries its own armor, and heaven fights on its behalf. When God assigns you a spouse, He also assigns you responsibility. You are entrusted with their heart, their dreams, their vulnerabilities, and their destiny. This responsibility is not meant to burden you, but to mature you. It teaches you that love is not passive, it is active, intentional, and sacrificial. Your role in their life is to support their calling, encourage their growth, and protect their spirit. Their role is the same toward you. Together, you become two people walking under one mission, guided by one God, strengthened by one purpose. And when purpose-driven love enters your life, it leaves no confusion. There is clarity, stability, and divine peace surrounding it. You begin to understand why past relationships never worked out. They were never tied to your assignment. The one who is coming into your life now is connected to your future, not your past. Their presence aligns with your destiny. Their love fuels your purpose. Their partnership becomes a testimony of what God can build when two people surrender to His plan. When heaven brings the person meant for your future, God does not leave you confused or lost in uncertainty. Instead, He begins to confirm things in your spirit long before your mind fully understands what is happening. These confirmations are not loud or dramatic. They are gentle, consistent, and filled with peace. You begin to sense something different about this person, something that sets them apart from everyone else you have met. It is not just attraction or excitement. It is a calmness that settles deep inside your heart. Inner assurance is one of the ways heaven speaks. When God is in something, your spirit feels it before your emotions catch up and before your logic tries to explain it away. Heaven's confirmations often show up in the form of alignment. You start noticing that your values, your direction, your dreams, and even your healing journey somehow begin to match with theirs. There is a natural flow instead of chaos, clarity instead of confusion. The conversations feel meaningful, not forced. The timing begins to make sense, as if the pieces of your life have been rearranged to fit perfectly with theirs. Even if the relationship has challenges or requires patience, the foundation still feels solid. Alignment is heaven's whisper telling you that this person is not random. They are part of your destiny. Another way heaven confirms is through peace. Human relationships often create anxiety, fear, and emotional instability. But when someone is sent by God, even in moments of uncertainty, there is a peace that refuses to leave. Peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is rooted in the presence of God. You might not know what the future holds, but you feel safe, you feel seen, you feel guided. Peace is heaven's signature. Confusion is not. When your spirit feels settled, because heaven is speaking directly into your heart. Heaven also confirms through consistency. The right person's actions will align with their words. They will show respect, honor, sincerity, and emotional maturity. They won't treat your heart carelessly or make you feel like you are an option. They will be steady, intentional, and present. Presence brings clarity, not chaos. This consistency reveals the character God has shaped within them and shows you that their love is rooted in something deeper than mere emotion. When God chooses someone for your life, their behavior naturally reflects the qualities needed for a lifelong partnership. Sometimes God confirms through signs in your environment. You may notice repeated messages, scripture verses, dreams, or unexpected conversations that point toward the same truth. These signs are not coincidences. They are gentle nudges from heaven to help you recognize what your heart is already feeling. God knows that sometimes we doubt ourselves, especially when we have been hurt before. So He sends reminders to strengthen your faith and quiet your fears. Surrounds you with confirmations until you can confidently say, "This is from God." There are moments when God uses separation or silence to confirm His choice. If someone steps back, your spirit still feels connected and peaceful, it may be a sign that God is working behind the scenes to prepare both of you. Clarity does not always come through closeness. Sometimes it comes through distance. When God is orchestrating a union, silence carries meaning, and even delay carries purpose. Your spirit recognizes what your eyes cannot yet see. Heaven is aligning things on your behalf. Perhaps the most powerful confirmation is the change that happens within you. You notice growth, healing, refinement, and a spiritual awakening you didn't have before. This person inspires you to be better, not by pressure, but by presence. They pull you toward your purpose, not away from it. They awaken parts of your soul that had been asleep. When someone is tied to your destiny, their impact on your life is undeniable. God uses